what's up? How you doing? So we're gonna check some integration techniques, know what I'm saying? So we got some question over here, but before we get started, man, you know what I'm saying? We have these, you can get these on store, and we got these also merchandise. You know what I'm saying? Support the women. It's a lot of women who sell these products in Africa, so you know what I'm saying? So if you wanna support, just feel free. You can leave a comment, so you can, you know what I'm saying, go to my sites where you can buy these products, you know what I'm saying, for the women. They dress like this, you know what I mean? Hey! Okay, so let's get started, man. Let's not waste a lot of time. Let's go to our story, you know what I mean? There's a lot of products. You can go to my online store, and then you can purchase whatever products that you interested you want to buy to support the women, you know what I mean? So now let's get started, man. So let's get to the business. So we have a question here. Let's say integrate these questions. So now let's see the techniques that we can use to solve this question. So I'm gonna start from the first question here, and then I go all the way to the end. Okay, now let me start with this one, solution. So this question here, I think I should not say integration by parts straight away, because when I give the question, they're not gonna tell you this is integration by parts. You know what I mean? So now, when you have this, for now, it doesn't look like integration by parts, but I can rearrange it, and it can look like integration by parts. So I'm gonna rearrange it. I'll say, okay, wow, so this is the same as integral. So I have a y. I'm gonna reciprocate this to the top, so it's gonna be e negative to y dy. Oh, okay. So now it's already in a good form. So now I can solve this integration by parts. So I'm gonna write my formula phase. So say integral u dv uv v du. So this equal to u let u equal to y, and dv equal to e negative to y. So I'm going to differentiate the first one, I'll integrate the second one. You know what I'm saying? So when I differentiate this, u is going to give me du. When I differentiate y, it's going to give me dy. When I integrate dv, give me v. And when I integrate this one right here, it's going to be 1 over, and then differentiate what you have here. It's going to give you negative 2, and then write exactly what you have here. It's like this. If somebody say integrate, let's say f of x. So what you do, you say this, same as say 1 over, find the derivative of what you have here. So it's f prime, and then write exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's what I did there. It's like integral of e negative 2y, which is this one, dy. So what I did, I differentiate 1 over, you know what I'm saying? And then I find the derivative of 2y is giving me negative 2, and then I write exactly. That's what I got this one. You know what I'm saying? So now I can just erase that one. So now we're gonna substitute back to this formula here. So substitute back to the formula. So you're gonna say integral u. What is our u? U equal to y. And dv. Our dv equal to e y dy. Now u times v. U times v. So now it's negative a half. 2 u times v times u uy, so I can say y here. Okay, minus integral v. What is a v? Negative a half. So this negative a half, y negative 2y out. Okay, negative a half e negative 2y times du. What is that du? Du equal to dy. So I can take this negative a half behind. So it's going to be positive a half, and then I'll remove this because negative came back, it made positive. That's why. So now I have that one right there. So now finally, integral y e negative 2y d y equal to negative y over 2e negative 2y. I'm going to do the same game here. I have a half. Now let's integrate this. Easy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say find the derivative of what you have, which is going to give me 1 over negative 2, because 1 is just 1, and then find the derivative of negative 2y equal to negative 2, and then write exactly e negative 2 y, and do you have a limit? No limit, so I'll just plus constant. So now I can do, just put them together. So integral of y, exactly what it gave to me in the equation, y to y, because this is y to y, I can take it back, which is the same as this one, y equal to negative y over 2 e negative 2y, and then okay, I have positive times negative 1 over 2 times negative a half equal to negative 1 over 4 e negative 2y plus our constant. You know what I'm saying? So now let's quick, the question number 1 is done, so we call question number 2. You know what I'm saying? We go to this question here, so I'll just erase this part here, we don't need it anymore. So let me erase, so it's done. So it's done, so that's the final answer. So we go for second part. Second party solution, very easy. So second part, they give me integral. Okay, we have a limit square root of 3, and then arctan. When you say arctan and tan inverse is the same thing. So since I want to save the space, I'll say this. Let me say tan inverse of 1 over x dx. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And also I can reciprocate. When you say 1 over x, is like x negative 1. So I can just say, instead of say 1 over x, man, stay here, man. So when you say, you know what I'm saying, I'm sorry about that. So 1 over x like x negative 1. Why I do that? Because it's gonna help me to simplify easy. So this time we say 1 over x is like x, when we reciprocate, x negative 1. Okay, so now let's get started. So I'm gonna write my formula first and foremost. So say integral by parts, because you can see there's an integral inverse. When you have an integrate and then you only have an integral inverse, straight away we know, like, oh man, it's like given, man, tag it. This is by parts, it's easy. So I'm gonna say u dv by parts formula, integration by parts formula, u v integral v du. So this is by parts formula, by parts. Okay, cool. There we go. So now we say, what is our u? Our u equal to the inverse. So let u equal to tan inverse of x negative 1, and then dv equal to dx, because apart from u we left to dv, means we left to dx. So dv equal to dx. So what you do, differentiate this, integrate the second one. Let's differentiate. When you differentiate u, it's going to give you du. When you differentiate this one right here, okay, so this is a trick here. It's not tough, but you know, let me just show you. Whenever you differentiate tan inverse of any functions, so what you do, you find the derivative of whatever function here. Find derivative, which is going to be f prime, say 1 plus, and then square this function here. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you do. So now for this case here, we have a derivative tan inverse of x negative 1, and then what we're going to do, you have to find the derivative of this function. Means let's derivate. When you derivate, this negative is going to come back, negative 1, and then this x is going to be negative 1 minus 1 is going to be negative 2 over 1 plus. Take a function square, means it's going to be x negative 1, and then what you do, you square. So this gives us negative x square 1 plus x negative 2. Also I can simplify further if I want, you know what I'm saying? Oh, there's a negative here, my brother. I can simplify further. This time I say negative 1 over x square, and then 1 over, because we take it 1 negative, and then 1 in reciprocate, you bring it down, and then 1 over 1 plus 1 over x squared. But I can simplify further that one. Know what I'm saying? I can say equal to negative 1 over x squared. Okay, I can find the common denominator. So this is like over 1. So we have a 1 over, okay, the common denominator of these two is x squared. So x squared times 1 is x squared, plus 1 times 1 is 1 over x squared. This is normal fraction. You know what I'm saying? And then this is going to go to the top. So let's say x, excuse me, outside we have a negative 1 over x squared, and then all this stuff is going to go to the top. Or you don't have to do that. Look, this and this can cancel straight away, can cancel. So now I don't have to write that one outside. So that was just a waste of time, you know what I'm saying? So we left with negative. It's like -1. -1/1 is negative, just a -1, and then you have left with 1 over x squared plus 1. Oh, okay, so that's what I'm left for. So if I differentiate all of this, it's gonna give me -1 x squared plus 1. But I make sure it's not necessarily what's right there. You know what I'm saying? This is more than enough in exam. But if it's, you can show it's very, very important because there's a max for that. You know what I'm saying? So show you the method, but I'm trying to save the space, but you should write there. Okay, now you integrate dv. You get v, you know, integrate dx, you get x. So what we're gonna do then, we take this stuff here, we substitute in the given formula or by parts. That's not given. I mean the formula which is there. So say integral u. What is our u? Our u equal to tan inverse of x negative x. So tan inverse of x negative x, or 1 over x. We'll see there, no problem. You know, if you come from there, means you can do this. You can write like this, so it's not a problem. So now dv. What is our dv? Our dv equal dx equal to u times v. What is our u? U equal to tan inverse of x times vx. So most of the time I encourage you to write your x face. So you say x, or whichever letter you have, times u times v, and there you go, tan inverse of 1 over x. So you can say x inverse for now, or you can say 1 over x, the same thing, minus, okay, integral v. What is a v? V equal to x, okay, times du. What is a du? Du equal to this one here, du equal to all of this. So -1, so -1 I'll bring it back here, which is going to make, because -1 times negative positive, and then I'll be left with dx over, means this, so over x squared plus 1, and then dx. You can do slow, or if you don't want to do, let me do slow, because some people sometimes, oh, what did you do there, man? You know what I'm saying? So it was negative here. Okay, integral. Okay, so we say what? V. What is a v? Our v equal to x times du. Du equal to multiplied by -1 x squared plus 1, and then dx. So look, this negative comes back, which is going to make what? Positive 1. You know what I'm saying? It's going to make positive 1, so I don't have to write this anymore. So it's going to make positive 1, and then x times 1 is just x, so I can just write x on top. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like this. So integral. Let me write like the integral da 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 da. So what we're going to do now, let's call this first equation. So what we're going to do now, this part here is okay, but the problem is here. So just like on the previous question what we did, so now here you can do normal substitution, integral by substitution. So how are you going to do that? I'm going to let denominator, because I know if I'm going to take denominator here and then differentiate, this is going to give me the one to the top. So so we call this first equation let t, because now but by parts I use u and v, so I don't want to use v again, you know what I'm saying, using another letter, so I decided to take t. Let t equal to x squared plus 1, dt equal to 2x dx. So you see this one here, this x dx is this one, x dx. So what is x dx? X dx equal dt over 2. You know what I'm saying? X dx equal dt over 2. Oh, okay. So now we say x dx equal to dt over 2. So now I'm going to substitute, instead of say x dx, I'll say dt over 2, and then x squared plus 1 equal to t. Now I think I'm going to raise this part because you know what is happening there, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm going to raise this part here because I believe you got that one. You know what I'm saying? If you come from there, outside it, you hand means you should be fine. I think you don't hand. So now, so I'm gonna take this half here and substitute in here. So say this integral, which is let's make a space a little bit here, so make a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's do this. So these are given question here. These are our question we need to finish. Okay. So just to show the separation. So it means this integral, which is x squared plus 1 dx, it became, okay, what is x dx? X dx equal dt over 2. So integral x dx equal to dt over 2. And then I have a 1 here on top. over x squared plus 1. What is x squared plus 1? X squared plus 1 equals to t, so over t. Oh wow, so this is equal to 1 over 2 is a constant to the back, and then you have a 1 over t. So now, this is different from what we did before, you know what I'm saying? Whenever you have integral 1 over k or any letter, dk, this is equal to ln of whichever letter which is here. And make sure you put absolute, because any number which is inside the absolute always comes as a positive. And if you have a calculator, if you put ln of -5, it's going to say error. Or ln of negative whatever number, negative something, is going to say error. Take a calculator, try. That's why we put absolute. When you say absolute, means anything come out of the absolute means this stuff here is always going to be positive. That's why anytime when you see the ln, in most cases, is you encourage or you advise to put absolute. You know what I'm saying? So now for this case, you 1 over t. Now say, what about the first one? That time like it was like 1 over let's say x a half. You take to the top. You know what I'm saying? This is a half. But if it's power 1, if it's a half, you're going to say integral x negative a half dx, and then you're going to say x negative a half or whichever number plus 1, and then you take this exactly plus 1. But if it's power 1, you say ln. Only when it's power 1. You know what I'm saying? So for this case, power 1, so we know when I reciprocate to the top, we just say this is equal to ln. So say, oh wow, so this means integral of x squared plus x plus 1 dx equal to, we have a half and the ln of absolute t. But well, we're done already. Do you have a limit? Yeah, we have a limit, so we're going to substitute that. So now they didn't give us t, they give us x. So I'm going to have to come back here and eliminate the t and put x. So instead of this t, I'm going to say x squared plus 1. So this is equal to 1 and the ln x squared plus 1. You know what I'm saying? So now this half equal to this. So now I'm going to have to substitute in this phase equation. So I'm going to say sub into phase equation. And the phase equation becomes, you know what I mean? So the phase equation was integral tan inverse of x raised to k. So you can say 1 over x, same thing. Doesn't make any difference. You know what I'm saying? 1 over x or x dx or x negative 1 dx equal to x tan inverse of x. So x tan 1 over x is the same thing. Doesn't make any difference. You know what I'm saying? Because we're almost finishing. Plus, now I'm not going to write this equal to that. So say a half ln x squared plus 1 and then ln. So now we're not going to plus constant. You know why we're not going to plus constant here? Because we have a limit. You know what I'm saying? Do you have a limit? Yeah, 1 to square root of 3. So our limit is 1 to square root of 3. So even this stuff here, our limit is going to be 1 to square root of 3. So we know the rule. You take upper limit minus lower limit. You know what I'm saying? Take that one, substitute, say, oh, so upper limit always minus lower limit. So what is the upper limit? Is square root of 3. So we're going to take this square root of 3 and insert here. You know what I'm saying? In the value of x. Everywhere you see x, you put square root of 3. So this is the upper limit everywhere. And then you minus, you take the lower limit, you substitute everywhere there's an x. So now, let's go. Square root of 3 is going to substitute here. It's going to be square root of 3. And the tan, you know what I'm saying? Tan inverse here. Excuse me, I forgot. Inverse 1 square root of 3, and then plus we have a half ln square root of 3 square equal to 3. Look, square root of 3 here, square equal to 3 plus 1 equal to 4. So it's like ln of 4. Ln of 4. Okay, so this is upper limit. So you minus everything you do exactly the same, but now you substitute what? 1. Everywhere there is an x. So now you come here now. 1, this is going to be 1, and the tan inverse of 1 over 1 is just a 1. Plus, you know what I'm saying? Now this is going to be a half ln. Now 1 square is 1 plus 1 equals 2, ln of 2. Wow, so now what you're going to do, take your calculator and plug in the calculator in your scientific calculator, and then you're gonna get the value. So unfortunately, I don't have a calculator with me, you know what I'm saying? But you should be able to get the answer here. So this is gonna be square root of 3. Let's see if you can. So square root of 1 over square root of 3 plus 1 over 2 ln over 4 upper limit minus tan inverse of 1 equal to pi over 4. You know what I'm saying? This pi over 4 plus a half ln of 2. So if you have a calculator, you know what I'm saying, you should be able to get a final answer. But even if you leave like this, you're gonna get your marks, you know what I'm saying? But you can simplify this by saying this is equal to square root of 3 tan inverse 1 square root of 3. I'm trying to use like, okay, this is gonna be a half. Okay, ln of 4 means 2 square. So say 2 at the back, look, like ln of 4 means like ln of 2 square. So in ln you can take behind to the front, so it's gonna be 2 ln of 2. So this can be 2 here ln of 2. 2 over 2 equal to 1. So I can say ln of 2 alone. So here is going to be 1 ln of 2, which equals just ln of 2. And then minus pi over 4. Okay, this is going to be plus a half ln of 2. So ln of 2 plus, excuse me, negative, plus and negative, this is going to be negative. It must be negative. So it's like, because you say ln of 2 is like a 1 ln of 2. 1 ln of 2 minus a half ln of 2 is going to be a half ln of 2. So this and this is going to give a positive half ln of 2. So now let's try to simplify further. So it's going to be square root of 3 tan inverse of 1 square root of 3, and then minus a half power 4, and then it's going to be plus a half positive ln of 2. Man, so if we integrate all this equation, which is 1 square root of 3, and then tan inverse or arctan, like how the writer you say tan inverse, the same thing, x dx, this is what you should get. But you can plug in the calculator, get as a decimal value, probably you can approximate 2 decimal place or 3 decimal place, etc, etc. So now we go to question number 3, you know what I'm saying? So question number 3, this one right here. So I'm gonna raise everything, go to question number 3. Okay, question number 3. So this one is done, you know what I'm saying? Go question number 3. So I have to make a space here quick. My whiteboard is very, very small, you know what I'm saying? So man, if you FaceTime, man, make sure you click the like button, subscribe. Help me to reach 1 million subscriber, you know what I'm saying? My target is to reach 1 million subscriber. You know, so share to a lot of people that you think might be interested with my channel. So now, number 3. Number 3 is, now we go. So now number 3, we have an integral. So ln x squared. This let me say ln x times ln x. So now I'm gonna differentiate the function, you know what I mean? Okay, so this is by parts, you know what I mean? So I'm saying write the formula. Integral u dv uv integral v du. You know what I'm saying? So now u is gonna be the function and dv is gonna be this. Let u equal to ln of x and dv equal to ln of x dx. You know what I mean? So now we go. So I'm gonna have to differentiate this. When you differentiate u, it's gonna give you the u. When you differentiate ln of x, you get 1 over x dx. Now let's come and integrate this. So when you integrate here, let's integrate the side. So it's an integral. So this is tricky because when you integrate, you have to integrate separate. So it's an integral of dv equal to integral of ln of x. Hey, listen, if you're in exam or you write certain paper text, make sure you show all these works, you know what I'm saying? It's just because my space is not enough, so I have to do this separate, you know what I mean? So now let's integrate this. So when you integrate these separate, this is already by parts. Now let me, yeah, when you integrate this here, means it's already by parts. Look, y dx, excuse me, means this ln of x dx. So this is by parts. Why? Because look, this is going to give us v, but this, excuse me, okay, integral dv equal to v. Now let me solve this. And now this is already by parts alone. So it's like work, and then when you take the part already, give another work. So I'm saying, so let me take this. So on the left you know is v. Now let's go to the right. So this is by parts. How? Or how I'm gonna break it? Look, since this is by parts, because look, this is gonna be like integral, so it's another by parts separately. Okay, u dv equal to uv and the integral of v du. You know what I'm saying? So now we say, okay, so let's go, baby. So now we say u equal to ln of x and dv equal to x. So say let u equal to ln of x and dv equal to dx. You know what I'm saying? dv equal to dx. dv equal to dx. So now we differentiate this, going to give us du equal to 1 over x dx. Okay, now integrate this v equal to x. So we're going to have to substitute in this formula. So now we go, we say integral u. What is that u? U equal to ln of x dx equal to dv equal to dx. Okay, uv, what is that u? U times v. So ln of x times x. But most of the time I'm saying encourage you start with the x and then ln it, like start with the x and then ln of x after. And they say integral v. What is a v? V equal to x du. What is a du? 1 over x dx. So x and x cancel. So this is going to give us x ln of x integral of dx. And this equal to x ln of x minus. Whenever you integrate dx, you get x. Oh wow! So so these on the right hand side we have these, on the left we have a v. So v. So when you integrate this, it's going to give v, and when you integrate this, it's going to give us x ln of x minus x. Okay. Make sure you show this in your solution. You show the part. You know what I'm saying? So what we do now, we take this stuff here and substitute in a given equation. You know what I'm saying? I mean, these just came in the middle way. So now we say, okay. So now we say integral u. What is a u? U equal to ln of x times dv. What is a dv? Ln of x dx. uv. What is a u? U times v. You know what I'm saying? I say most of the time I would rather start with this, but it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? I'll say okay, ln of x times v. So I say ln of x, and then, but most of the time I say it's good to start with this one. It doesn't matter, but you know I prefer that. So I'll say okay, so x ln of x or ln of x, ln or lean. Some people say ln, some people say lean. Okay, and then minus integral v. What is a v? V equal to x ln x minus x. So I'm gonna raise this part. You know what I'm saying? I don't need it. But I make sure you show in the solution. So now we go v equal to x ln of x minus x times du. What is a du? du 1 over x dx. You know what I'm saying? But this, I think, is good if I could have said this is equal to, put x out because it's common, and this is going to be ln of x minus 1. You know what I'm saying? So x ln of x minus 1. So here I'm going to say the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be easy for me to cancel. So this, same as say x ln of x minus 1. Okay? So dx. So you see, x and x cancel. So now this is going to give us, when you integrate given equation, which is this, x ln of x minus x ln of x minus, okay, so it's going to be integral ln of x minus 1 dx. You know what I mean? So I can separate these two. It's acceptable. Ln of x, because integral of the first group, integral of the second group. So this, let me say, sorry. So this, let me say, so x ln of x minus x bracket ln of x minus, I can separate, say, integral of the ln of x separately, and negative for the second is going to be, so dx, excuse me, integral ln of x dx, and then negative and negative, positive. And there's an integral of positive 1, see, negative and negative, negative, and then ln of x, but a dx, negative, negative, positive, and then it's going to be what? 1 dx. Okay, so now we finish our question, you know what I'm saying? So we say, oh, wow. So now we know, now this one we know. When you integrate ln of x, we got, see, when you integrate ln of x, this is what we have. Already, we did it, the one which was in here. When you integrate, because remember here we integrated, when you integrate ln of x, this is what we have, x ln x minus x, or x ln of x minus 1. So this one I know already. So say, oh, so the question is finished. So say x ln of x minus x ln of x, and this minus our Rama bracket. So I know the value of this, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be x ln of x minus x, you know what I'm saying? And then I come here plus, you know what I mean? When you integrate 1 dx, it's going to be x plus constant. Well, we plus constant because we don't have a limit here, you know what I'm saying? So the question is finished. So I say, oh wow, so I can put this one in here inside it. So I say, oh wow, so let's come and finish here. So now we say, finally, when you integrate, wow, okay, ln of x dx, this is what you got, x ln of x, ln of x is ln of x minus x ln of x minus x ln x plus x plus x, oh no, excuse me, minus x ln x plus x, another plus x plus our big constant, you know what I'm saying? What we plus constant, you hear me? Because I feel like you don't hear me. So because we don't have a limit, so we have to plus constant. So finally we say we're done with the question. So x ln of x minus x bracket ln of x. Oh, but I think I can expand this, you know what I'm saying? Because I need to get some stuff here, man. I have to think logical here. Let's put it in. So this time I say x ln of x square, because you multiply this in, so we say minus x ln of x, and then minus x ln of x plus x is 2x plus c. So now this is going to give us, you know what I'm saying, this and this is going to be minus 2, because this is minus orange minus 2 x ln of x plus 2x plus c in the ratio x bracket ln of x squared, you know what I'm saying? So when you integrate ln of x squared dx, that you should get. So now that's the third part, third question. So now we go for the last question, you know what I'm saying? So let's go for the last question. Last question, we need a lot of space. So what I'm gonna do, let me raise everything, and then let's go to the last question. You know what I'm saying? Are you with me? So let's we go for the last question now. So I want to raise everything, and then we go to the last question. Let me drink some water a little bit. So let's go to the last question. Oh yeah, last question. Okay, solution. Last question, solution. Okay, let's see. I hope it's going to be... Okay, let's go. So integral, we got 1 to 2, and they have a ln of x squared. Dx. Okay, so now, so you see, when I give this question, nobody's going to tell you like, hey, do like this, do like that. So it's all out here, you know what I'm saying? You have to see, oh, how I'm going to break this apart and how to put it together. You know what I mean? So let's go, man. You hear me? So now what we're going to do, first and foremost, I'm gonna look at it and say, I think says I need to break it to substitution and see how I can rearrange. So how I will approach this question, I'll go like this. I'll say first and foremost, let me let let's say t, anyway, let's say t equal to ln of x. Ln of x. Let's say t equal to ln of x. So I don't know whether it's gonna be substitution, because if I wanna do by parts, it's kinda gonna be challenge, you know what I'm saying? So personal, I'm gonna approach this way, the way how I solve right now, you know what I'm saying? Because remember we have a ln of x squared here. So I'll say t, I wanna make it smaller a little bit. Let t equal to ln of x. You know what I'm saying? T equal to ln of x, and then I'll say, but a mathematical, this same as say log of x under base e is acceptable. Like if we say ln of whatever, it's same as say, okay, somebody, like if somebody say ln of p, this same as say log of p and then put under base e. So I do this like this, you know what I'm saying? And then I want to make x subject. So for that case, you can do exponential rule. This is going to come here, it's going to be e power t equal to x. Acceptable. Like this mathematical, if you say k equal to log m under base e, you can push this here, and then it's going to be e, and then push this to the top, it's going to be as a power, and then here you're left with m, and then this log disappear. This will call it exponential rule in logarithm. Exponential rule. So stuff like, let's say ln t, this one ln, like the one we have, you know what I'm saying, which is t ln of x. So this, let me say t log x under base e, and then I'll push this one here, it's going to be e power t, and then left with x, and log disappear. And how we call this? Exponential rule. So that's what I did here, you know what I'm saying? So I do this for a reason. You know, I do this for a reason, so I'm going to say, okay, so our x equal to e power t, because you know why we do that? I want everything must be in the power of x. Okay, so now we go, now and then, let me differentiate, because you know every time when you let, we must differentiate too, right here. So I'll say when you differentiate, this is going to give you dt. When you differentiate ln of x, it's going to be 1 over x dx. You know what I'm saying? Now let's see. But okay, let's see. Probably I might do another approach. Never mind. You know what I'm saying? So let me try to plug in and see if I might go with this approach or not. Okay, integral 1 to 2 ln of x. What is the ln of x? Equal to t, but what? Square. What is dx? dx equal to 1. You know what I'm saying? Oh, ln of t, ln of x equal to t, but there is a square. dx. Okay. No. And then 1 over x, dx over x means this. If I take 1x here, it's like, look, I said dx over x, and then means I will say 1 over x squared. Means 1 over x squared is going to be separately, and dx over x is going to be equal to dt. So I'm going to be left with x squared under here. You know what I'm saying? And then dx, because 1 over x squared, so 1 over x squared. You know what I'm saying? Mean, okay, ln of t equal to ln of t, ln of x equal to t, and then I got square, and then dx. What is it? Dx. I'm not going to take dx alone. I'll say dx over x, because it's here. Dx over x equal to dt. So equal to dt. But I'm left with 1 over x squared. But what is x? X equal to et. But I don't need x, I need x squared. So meaning I can square this, okay? So say, okay, so x squared equal to et what? Square. So x squared equal to e to t. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm gonna eliminate this x squared. I'll say e to et, e power 2t. So say integral 1 to 2. So now this limit, remember, is the limit of x. So for now, let me leave this limit. You know what I'm saying? This is not limit of, it's not limit of t, limit of x. So let me leave them, I'll substitute later. So instead of say x squared, I'm going to say e to t. So it's going to be 2 squared, and this is going to be e to t, and then dt. Okay, here we go. So now I'm going to erase this part. I don't need it, you know what I'm saying? So now you see now, it's already by parts. It went back to almost the same as the first equation. You know what I'm saying? Can you see? So this is going to be integral. So I'll say this is equal to t squared. And then I'm going to raise, okay, this is going to be e negative 2t dt. So now from how it was confused, I take it back to the by part. So sometimes they're not going to give it by part straight away. So it's up to you, man. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you to break it and try to make it look like by part. So now this, I'll say, let me do it here. Do you need this? Doubt if you need. Okay, so now we're going to say let u from the by parts formula, u equal to, okay, let's write a formula face. Okay, so integral u dv equal to uv minus v du. Okay, so now what is our u? U equal to t squared and dv equal to this one. So let's just make it space. Let u equal to t squared. So du equal to 2t dt. Okay, and then dv equal to e negative 2t dt. E negative 2t dt. So when you integrate this, it's going to give you v. When you integrate this one, it's going to give you 1 over negative 2, and then e negative 2t. So what you're going to do, substitute back to the equation. So if you substitute back to the equation, say integral u. What is that u? U equal to t squared. Okay, dv. What is a dv? dv equal to dv equal to e dt. Okay, equal u. What is a u? U is given here, man. You know what I'm saying? Our u equal to t squared. Okay, times v. V equal to this one here. So it's like times negative a half. So say times, I'll say negative a half is like negative a half e negative 2t. Okay, now minus integral v. What is a v? Our v equal to negative a half. You see, negative a half e whatever. So take this negative a half before integral. So it's going to be positive a half, and then e negative 2t times du. What is a du? Our du equal to 2t dt. So I'll say 2t dt. So I'll take 2 before, and then say t dt. You know what I'm saying? I always like to take my constant before the integral. So 2 and 2 cancel. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you're going to be left with integral t squared e negative 2t dt. Okay, negative t squared over 2e negative 2t, and then plus integral. So I'll start with t e negative 2t dt. You know what I'm saying? So let me call this first equation. So you see, we got a problem here. You know what I'm saying? We got a problem here. What's the problem? This. So this is another big part. So that's another big part. So we're gonna have to solve that one as a big parts, and then come and finish the equation. You know what I mean? So now let's go. So now we're gonna say, let's do it separate. So we say, okay, so now we're gonna say let. So you're gonna have to take these and solve it separately. Let u equal to t, and dv equal to e negative 2t. So let's differentiate here. When you differentiate du, it's going to give you equal to dt, and then when you integrate this, it's going to give you v. When you integrate, it's going to be 1 over negative 2 e negative 2t. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So now we're going to substitute back to the formula. The formula say this formula here. You know what I'm saying? What the formula is? Integral u dv equal to uv v du. You know what I'm saying? I just pray this space is going to be enough. You know what I'm saying? So now we go. So now we go with substitute. So integral, what is our u? Our u, what is our u? U equal to t t. dv, what is our dv? Our dv equal to e negative 2t dt equal to u. What is our u? U equal to t, okay, times v. What is a v? Negative a half. Negative a half, so it's like t times negative a half, it's like times negative 1 over 2. So 1 times c is just a t, negative t over 2. And then times v. No, it's just made a mistake here. U, what is our u? Our u equal to t, which is t, times v. What is a v? Negative a half, so take negative a half here. Means negative 1 over 2 times e negative 2 t minus integral v. What is a v? V equal to negative a half. Like I say, whenever you have a constant, take it back. So negative a half comes back, it's going to be 1 over 2. You know what I'm saying? And then e negative 2 t times du. What is a du? Our du equal to dt equal to dt. Okay, so now this same is say, okay, negative t over 2. We almost finished. E negative 2t, and then look. So when you integrate this, I'm gonna find the derivative of whatever I have. There's gonna be 1 over 2 times the derivative, which is gonna give us negative 2. Derivative of what you have there, and then you write exactly e negative 2t. The integral, it falls away. So 2 times negative 2 is gonna be negative 4. So here, since we set a space, so 2 times 2, like negative and positive is gonna give us negative. 2 times 2 equal to 4. So this equal to 4. You know what I'm saying? Oh, so all this stuff here equal to that. Okay, so when you integrate t e negative 2t dt, this is what you get. So next step, take this stuff in there. You know what I'm saying? It's not a tough question, but it's kind of long. So now into 2, so into question 1. And question 1 becomes, okay, question 1 is going to becomes, mean this. It's going to be integral t squared and then e negative 2t dt equal to negative 2 t squared over 2. Okay, e negative 2t plus, so I'm not going to write this because you know the value of this, which is this, equal to that. So say plus this and that. So plus exactly. Okay, so plus and negative, you just say negative. So say t e negative 2t. Okay, now this plus and negative is going to become negative. This is t, my apology. So this plus and negative, because this is like a bracket, you know what I'm saying? So plus and negative, negative, plus and negative, negative, 1 over 4. You know what I mean? So e negative 2t. So now the question is done, but remember, they didn't ask us, you know what I'm saying? They didn't ask us in terms of t, they asked in terms of x. So we know the value of t. When you started, we say t, what's the t? T equal to ln of x. So whenever there's a t, I have to put ln of x so that then I substitute the limit. But t equal to ln of x. So, but t, so I'm going to have to raise there. But t equal to ln of x. But t ln of x. So what we're going to do now, everything there's a t must be ln of x, and finish up our question. Then after that, we'll put our limit. You know what I'm saying, which is 1 to 2. So I'm gonna raise this part here. You're gonna apologize me. You know what I'm saying? Apologize so we can finish this question. You know what I mean? Because we know how we get there. You know what I mean? So just raise this. So now, oh, we don't have a space here, man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to raise it, man. I mean, I don't have no way, man. Apologize, man. You know what I'm saying? So now let's erase this. Oh my God. Okay, erase this. Let's start slowly but slowly. Okay. 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 So now to the top. So let's go to the top. Okay. So x integral t. What is t? T is like ln of x, but a square. So it's going back to how it was given. So it's an integral 1 to 2, because now everything is in x, so you put your limit back. So t, what is a t? T equal to ln of x. You see, it become back like t squared ln of x squared. Okay, and then over. So what I'm saying. So now we say e negative 2t. It's like e negative 2. But what is t? Ln of x. Ln of x, but what? Q. You know what I'm saying? Because these, what am I doing right now, man? I apologize. I have to show you how it comes. You know what I'm saying? I have to show exactly how everything comes back. I don't have to cheat here. Okay, times. E negative 2. T, what is t? Ln of x. But power, what power? No, that's all. Because you substitute in here. You know what I'm saying? Now, but it don't make sense. You know what I mean? Because it has to come x cubed. And it doesn't come x cubed. What we do wrong here, man? Integral, where was? T squared. Yep. Did I do everything correct? Oh yeah. Negative 2 ln of x. Gotta be x cubed here. You know what I'm saying? I guess I made a mistake. Let's see where I made a mistake. It's just a number made a mistake. Okay, 1 of x cubed. Okay, we're gonna get it. Don't worry about it. I think I'm right. You know what I'm saying? And then multiply. Okay, we say dx. You know what I'm saying? dt. So what is a dt? Our dt, 1 over x dx. Oh, so a dt, because look, shows me. dt equal to 1 over x dx. I think I was right. 1 over x dx. You know what I'm saying? So now we say, you see, now substitute here to see, it gotta make sense. It has to go back. So equal. Okay, negative. What is a t? Ln of x square over 2 minus. What is a t? Ln of x. Whoa, no. Negative. Ln of x squared ln of x over 2 minus. Okay, t ln of x. I forgot something here, man. How do I make mistake a lot like this? You know what I'm saying? Let me come back down. See what I'm saying? I apologize. I'll just start with the accuracy now. I gotta be accurate now, okay? Now we come here, negative. What is that t? T ln of x. Okay, square. Over, 2. What is a e? E just a e. Now we go. Okay, now we say negative 2. Okay, ln of x, because t is ln of x. Okay, cool. Now we go for the next one. The next one is going to be minus. T is ln of x. Okay, now it's over 2. Okay, now we say e. Man, this is our equation here, right? So I need to write here, because now we want to go and mess up a little bit. You want to mash up the place, know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. Okay, so now let me erase these. Like I said, we're making a space. Okay, cool. So now we here t ln of x over 2 e negative 2. What is that t? T is ln of x. Okay, now we go minus 1 4 over 4. Okay, e. Okay, what is a t? Ln of x. So now you can substitute your limit. My limit starts from 1 to 2. 1 to 2. You know what I'm saying? So now I can finish up. So I can erase this part. I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? So now we want to write, this has to look like this. How are we going to do it? Let me erase this one. So that's what you have, you know what I mean? Okay, cool. So now, look, not. E, you see this stuff here? E negative 2 ln of x, I can take this one back. So this is equal to E ln of x squared. Like these can come here back. Like that. You know what I'm saying? And this equal to E ln of 1x squared. And mathematical, this equal to 1 over x squared. It's like if somebody give you E ln of y, this equal to y. You know what I'm saying? Acceptable. So E ln of 1 over x squared, like we have here, equal to 1 over x squared. Oh, so this equal to 1 over x squared. Oh, so integral 1 over 2 ln over x squared is like 1 over x squared times 1 over x. See, it's going back to the question. So it's like 1 over x cubed. Okay. Alright. So dx. You know what I'm saying? Which A is given equation. You know what I mean? So I'll just erase this party. And now we say, so you understand this part here. So now I say equal to, so same, this is going to be negative ln x squared over 2. And this is going to be the same thing. It's going to be 1 over x squared because it's negative 2 ln of x. Negative 2 ln of x equal to 1 over x squared. Because I'll take it back, you know, like I say. Look, E negative 2 ln of x. So this is like E ln of x negative 2. So I can reciprocate E ln of 1 over x squared equal to 1 over x squared. And then leave the E and leave the ln 1 over x squared. So I'm going to erase this part here because we know how it comes down, you know it comes down there. So I'm saying, okay, now you come back for the second one. Ln of x over 2, and this is going to be 1 over x squared minus 1 over 4. And all this is going to be the same thing, 1 over x squared. Our limits start from 1 to 2. Okay, so this is going to be integral 1 to 2 ln of x squared. X squared times x1 is x power cube because x squared times this x power cube. Ln of x squared times 1 ln of x squared times x cubed dx. Now this is going to be negative ln of x over 2x squared. Now minus ln of x, because ln of x times 1 is ln of x, 2x squared. Now minus 1 over 4x squared. So what we're going to do now, the question is finished, take upper limit minus lower limit. See, this question given is this. So I can just erase this, you know what I'm saying? And now finish up this, man. Okay, so now let's finish this. So finish up this upper limit minus lower limit. So everything in upper limit and minus everything in lower limit. So what is the upper limit? 1. So I'll say, okay, minus ln of 1 ln of 1 by the square. But we know ln of 1 equal to 0. So it's like a 0 divided by anything which equal to 0. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be, look, minus ln of 1 square over 2 times 1 square. You know what I'm saying? But let me just show you step by step. So you say, oh man, you just went fast, man. I didn't even see there. How did you do it? So let's just go slowly, man. I won't blame from you. 1 square. So this is the upper limit minus lower limit. What is the lower limit? 2. So this is going to be negative a bracket ln of 2. But ln of 2 is not equal to 0. So this you're going to have to plug lower limit, upper limit always, which is 1 minus lower limit. So substitute lower limit everywhere. So you know what I'm saying? Minus ln of 2. But ln of 2 is going to give you like actual number. Not like ln of 1. Only ln of 1 is special. You know what I'm saying? So this is going to be 0. 0 divided by anything equal to 0 minus 0 divided by anything equal to 0 minus 1. Okay, 4 times 1 is 4 times 4 equal to 4. So all this stuff here is like negative 1 over 4. So I can just write negative 1 over 4. So here it's going to be negative 1 over 4. Now minus. Now this is minus equal to plus. So it's going to be plus. So let me just open everything. Plus 2 times 2 equals 4. So it's like ln of 2 bracket square over 4. Please do not say ln of 4 here, because if you have a ln of 2, let's say cube is not equal to ln of 8, because don't say 2 cube equal to 8. No, it's not true, okay? This time we say ln of 2 times ln of 2 times ln of 2. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I leave it how it is here, you know. So now we go negative, negative is going to be plus ln of 2. Okay, 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2 equals 8. 8. Now we go for the last one. For the last one, negative, negative, positive. Okay, this is going to be 1. 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 4 equals 16. So now I'm going to take this plus that. So this same say, I think I can find the common denominator for all of them. If for 1, you know what I'm saying? I can find the common denominator for all of them. So the common denominator is going to be 16. So this same say, it's a lot of ways you can do it. You know what I mean? So 16 divided by 4, 4 times 3 is going to be negative 4. Okay, now plus 16 divided by 4 equals 4. 4 times 4 is going to be 4. Now 2 square, and now plus 16 divided by 8, 2 times the face one. The top one is going to be ln of 2. 16 divided by 16, 16 times 1 equals to 1. Common denominator equal to 16 now. Negative 4 plus 1 equals to negative 3. So we're going to have negative 3, and then we say plus 4 ln of 2 square plus 2 ln of 2. You know what I'm saying? And then all these over 16. So we're done already. I can just do for funny, because we have a ln of 2 ln of 2. I can factor out. So I'll say negative 3 plus, I can take ln of 2 because it's common for both here. You know what I'm saying? And I say if I take ln of 2 here, it's going to be 4 ln of 2. 4 ln of 2, and then here ln of 2 went out. So we're left with 2 ln over 16. And also I can take 2 out here. Means I could have taken 2 because there's 2, there's a 2. So I can take 2 here. So finally, this question given 1, 2 ln of x. Let me use other color. You know what I'm saying? Let me finalize using other color. Let's use green here, man. I mean, so say integral 1 to 2 ln x squared x cubed dx equal to, let's finish out with the blue, equal to, let me take 2 and 2 out here. So equal to negative 3 plus, there's a 2 and 2 can go out, negative 3, so I say 2 out, but we have a ln of 2 already. Bracket, here we're going to be left with 2 ln of 2 plus 1 over 16. So if you want to plug that in a calculator, then you can plug and finish, you know what I'm saying? So that's how you solve the equation, you know what I mean? Let me drink the water a little, you know what I'm saying? Man, listen here, man, you know, if you come from there, you know, you have learned from my methodology, you know what I'm saying? You have learned from my methodology, you learn from my mistakes, you know what I'm saying? You learn my method, you learn the approach that I've taken in solving all these questions, all techniques. So give your boy credit if you think, you know, I deserve the credits, you know what I'm saying? And another things, you know what I'm saying? You can check out my music too, support me in the Patreon. You got $1, $50, $5, $10, $20, $100. It's a lot for me, you know what I'm saying? This is how I eat. If you can support me, you can subscribe, share with a lot of people. You know, I truly appreciate, you know, if you got $5 million you want to donate your boy, don't feel ashamed like, oh man, I think I'm going to be the only one and stuff, you know, it's a lot. Oh, wow. Donate your boy, man. Don't scare, man. You know what I'm saying? 500, 1,000, $1, $2, even $50 is going to make a lot of change for me. You know what I'm saying? It's going to make, you know, to prepare this stuff takes a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? But I enjoy doing it. And you know my story. I was homeless for 3 years and a half. You know what I mean? Living all the streets. So if you, probably you've been in the job for years. You've been spending a lot of your time in the job. You come out of the job. Or you haven't been in school for years. Or you've been homeless just like how I was. You can bounce back and change your life. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very possible. You know, I do this from my heart. And, you know, some people say, you know, we saw you on TV, you know, you're rapping, man. You rap song. You know, yes, I do. It's me, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not nobody. It's me that who was rapping. You say you saw somebody rapping. in a rap song, you know what I'm saying? It's me, your boy. So, you can click the link below. Click the link below, man. Show support. Subscribe to my other channel. Leave a comment. If you're not interested in music, you can share with the people who might be interested with my music. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to find a way out here, man. I'm trying to touch the money, man. I want to change my life completely. That's why I do this from my heart. It needs patience, a lot of time, So, man, I told ya, now River Soldier 25 bacteria, man. It's 25 bacteria, man. My music name is 25 bacteria. This is the name I'll be using when I was 1st grade. Nah, I'm gonna be lying. Which grade I started to use this name? Grade 7. You know what I'm saying? It's grade 7 is what I give me this name. You know what I'm saying? This name I started to use 25 bacteria. So you kids out there, man, private keys, you know what I'm saying? You gotta use every opportunity come on your way. You know what I'm saying? Some of us, when I was 14, I was held down by my own. You know what I'm saying? I was on the corner street rapping. You know what I'm saying? So I get money so I can go and take care of my grandma. Rest in peace, my grandma. You know what I'm saying? She always there for me. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that, man. You hear me? So show your boy support. Go to my music channel there, 25 bacteria. Like I told you, now River Soldier. From Now River Soldier, man. You know what I mean? So support your boy. God, I love you so much, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what take all this time, to do all this stuff and dedicate and giving back. You know what I mean? So give me support. Leave the comments. You learn from my methodology. You learn from my mistakes. You learn from how I approach my things. You know what I'm saying? You say, man, I got also another method. I think you can do this. This will be the easy way. Oh, this will be this approach. You know what I'm saying? I like the challenge. So bring a challenge to the table and then we can talk. You know what I'm saying? This is my opinion and my approach. If you learn something from me, like I say, man, show support. Like I say, another thing is I got my merchandise, I started some projects. As I also feed the homeless because I'm one of them. So even though I went out of the street after 3.5 years, but I don't forget where I come from. They say don't forget where you come from, and don't forget people who are down with you, people who were with you when you're in hard time. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I go back and give back to the people whatever I have. If I don't have what I can give back, I give them platform. So you know what I'm saying? Whatever you're gonna donate to me, it's coming to me, and it's not only me to the other people. Also, I got big family, like I said. You know what I'm saying? Man, your boys out here, man. Thanks a lot for your support. And you know what I'm saying? Whatever topic or anything that you want me to make a video for, please let me know. Yo, don't forget to click the 25 bacteria, man. Jirum Quali. So go on and watch my music down there. And subscribe to my new channel. You know what I'm saying? If you come from there and then you understand, I've been taking myself out of the street so that I can change my life. So it wasn't easy, So support your boy, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, most of the stuff I use here is not. Thanks a lot, man. I don't want to talk. I'm going to go back and forth here. I'm going to finish, man. You know what I'm saying? Thanks a lot for your support. Peace and love. And I love you so much, man. Love you, man. Thank you.